Oh, that's hot.
Paradox Rift, the latest Pokemon set, wasn't received well on the market. In fact, it is doing horribly in every single regard when it comes to singles and also sealed product. Let's take a look though today at the sealed product from Paradox Rift. Welcome back to the channel. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. Today we're going to be talking about Paradox Rift, the latest Pokemon released from Scarlet and Violet. Now, it has a lot of problems going for it. One of them is the fact that it doesn't really have a lot of popular Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon that people like to collect. We're also in a really bad economic environment when it comes to collectibles and just the economy in general, with interest rates being so high, people shifting away from collectibles and throwing their money into the stock market. If you're looking at this from an investment angle, and if you're looking at it from a collecting standpoint, if you have a job and you're in a good financial position, it's actually a good time to, grab a bunch of Pokemon if you can, if you actually have that option available to you, if you're lucky enough to have that option available. Another thing is the fact that this Pokemon set is, it's not doing well because you had Pokemon 151, perhaps the best set of the year 2023, released right before that. So there was so much hype from that set, and then it kind of fizzled out when it came to Paradox Rift, and a lot of people who have money to spend on Pokemon, they're going back to Pokemon 151 because it's a better set to actually buy cards and invest in. From any sort of perspective, the way you look at it. Obviously, Pokemon 151 might be a little bit overprinted, and there's a lot of FOMO going on right now, but the set in general is doing really well when you compare it to things like Paradox Rift. Now, let's take a look at the sealed product. First, we have the booster bundle here. Currently, its market price is $22.33. Now, 3 months ago at release, it was about $29.97 for its pre-sale price, and that means that this has actually lost 25.5% in value. Still the best when it comes to if you just want to open a bunch of booster packs, you get 6 in there, and you don't have all the extras that you might not want from an ETB, which is actually going to be the next thing we're talking about are the ETBs. This is the Roaring Moon. It's actually lost more value than the other one. Currently, its market price is $33.90, and 3 months ago around release is about $49.68, meaning this actually has lost 31.7% in value. The other ETB, the Iron Valiant, is actually doing a little bit better, but not much better at all. It is sitting at $36.25 for its market price, and around release it was about $49.82, meaning that this box has actually lost 27.2% in value. Next up is the Build and Battle Stadium from Paradox Rift. Currently, its market price is $48.11. Around release, it was at $54.85, meaning this has actually lost only 12.28% in value. Looks way more dramatic because of that huge decline in the last few weeks, but really, it's actually doing okay, all things considered, comparing it to all the other sealed product from Paradox Rift. Next up is the Pokemon Center exclusive version of Iron Valiant. Currently sitting at $71.38, but around release was at $120. It did have a little uptick around October 29th to 31st at about $127.08, but it's actually lost about 40.51% of its value from release, which is kind of shocking. The next Pokemon Center exclusive is the Roaring Moon, and this one is actually doing a little bit better. It is sitting at $73.05 for its price on the market. $120, same price as the other one for the Pokemon Center exclusive. It did have the similar uptick as well from the same time period, October 29th to 31st at $124.31, but this box has actually lost 39% of its value. Now, the coveted product from Pokemon, the best investment that there is when it comes to Pokemon product, sealed product that is, and that is the booster box. And the Paradox Rift booster box is currently sitting at $95.68 for its market price. Now, around release is at $139.16, meaning that this box has actually lost 31.2% of its value, which is a massive decline. It's really looks like it's been rejected by the market. It did have a slight uptick at about October 20th to 22nd at about $115.71, but it's been declining ever since. And it looks like it hasn't even really stabilized yet. As you can see, it's still been going down the past few weeks. I wonder where it's actually going to land at. If you guys have any ideas on where you think that this product is going to land at, let me know in the comment section below. absolutely wild here. You know, you compare this to Pokemon 151, heck, even Obsidian Flames, because of all the Charizard factor in that set, and people love Charizard. People who aren't even that into Pokemon, they know Charizard, and they might actually buy a box or a few packs just to crack open to see if they actually get a Charizard, and you have a lot of shots at getting a Charizard in Obsidian Flames, and you also have more shots at the 151 Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet 151. So if you consider all of these factors, and then you have Paradox Rift come out right after that, and it's just not drawing a lot of people the same way as those other sets will. Now, this is like a set that's for hardcore Pokemon fans, not for people who are just casual fans. They're not gonna like the stuff that doesn't have all those main Pokemon that they remember from when they were a kid or something like that. So it's, you know, it's an interesting product. I think that it's just overshadowed by other products that were released around the same time period. If you think the same way as I do, let me know in the comment section below. And with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.